We're connecting with the Queen City, one cup of coffee at a time. In the new series, Cuppa Charlotte, I'm getting the scoop on all the hot topics impacting our community. The first to be served is real estate. Hey, I'm in Optimist Park with real estate guru Brian Bergeron of Allen Tate Realty. We're here to have a cup of coffee, and we're here to also talk about why Charlotte is the hottest area in the country to buy a home.
Good. I can't wait.
Let's go. Let's go check it out. This market right now in Charlotte's crazy, and obviously the country knows that Charlotte is definitely a place to go and to move to.
A few years ago, the pandemic was fueled by the inflation, the low interest rates. People were swiping right in their phones to buy houses. Now it's a calmer conversation. You have time to think about it. The money up front isn't as much. So what was a seller's market before is still busy. It still is a seller's market. But with a month and a half of inventory and not 1 week of inventory, you can take a month or two to buy a home. You can maybe get it at asking price and not overbid, which for especially a first-time buyer who doesn't have equity, that's crucial.
What are the tips for a first-time buyer? Is there anything that, because I think when you're younger, you know, buying a home isn't necessarily, I think, a priority for a lot of young folk, right?
If you're a young first-time buyer, you may not have 401k or stocks or any other extra money besides your paycheck. So to quickly get out of the rental cycle, which is way overpriced, getting your own home is huge. There's times in your life you may have to rent. I'm not judging that, but the sooner you can stop paying someone else's mortgage, the better. Because you have to imagine if you're paying them a certain amount of money, they're obviously paying less. You could be paying that less amount yourself and keeping the money. There's an old joke like the interest rate, people worry about the interest rates right now. At 7%, the interest rate on rental is 100%. You're not getting any of the money. When you leave, you have no equity, nothing to show for it.
With more people moving in, homes, townhomes, the rents, everything's just more inflated. Everything's more expensive. So you do have that external amount of just, you know, the people gravitating towards the city, but then the people that are internal, that have lived here for a while, that are trying to save to buy a home, now they're dealing with that too.
Yeah, and it's, not to get too political or something, but I have a big social heart. And one of the things as a realtor I've noticed, I knew before, but I've learned even more. Especially in Charlotte, we're growing so fast. I ask myself, are we growing properly? And I do worry if we are not building an infrastructure where they can afford that kind of living, and they're being pushed out, then what happens? Right. Because unfortunately for so long, and I hate to get into this.
No, it's fine.
To me, it's important. It's part of, as we grow as a city, to double in population in 30 years, but to have so many people from outside, I worry about taking care of the ones in here. And that generational wealth for a lot of minorities, for so long, they didn't have it. It wasn't handed down.
Is there a particular spot in Charlotte that may be the hotbed right now, so to speak, but the hot spot that you may want to invest in, or maybe this might be a good single-family home that, you know, that will pay off in the long run?
You can't really afford to invest in South End right now, or Dilworth, or Myers Park, or South Park, because that is Valentine. Those economies are pretty established.
Right.
So kind of going on the west or the northeast, or even down in Steel Creek, because when they built that river district, have you heard of the river district?
Yeah, I have.
When that starts happening, the northern part of Steel Creek in the West End, I mean, they're going to blow up. They're going to have a new tennis tournament there.
No, I'm hoping that they do, because that's going to be a lot of fun to go to.
Yeah, definitely.